Imagine two 18-year-old kids who just graduated from high school. They both received the exact same graduation gift from their grandparents, $5,000 in cash. The first teenager takes that $5,000 and instantly feels rich. He goes straight to the dealership and uses the cash as a down payment on a flashy, heavily financed sports car. He buys designer clothes, takes pictures for social media, and spends his entire summer driving around town trying to impress complete strangers. The second teenager takes that $5,000 and completely disappears. He does not buy a car. He does not buy designer shoes. Instead, he locks himself in his bedroom. He uses a tiny fraction of that money to buy high-level books, an internet domain name, and a digital course on human psychology and online marketing. For the entire summer, while his friends are out partying, he sits in the dark, building a digital machine. Fast forward exactly 5 years. The first teenager is 23 years old, completely broke and drowning in credit card debt. His sports car is broken down, and he is working a job he hates just to make the monthly payments. The second teenager is 23 years old and officially a self-made millionaire. He travels the world, wakes up whenever he wants, and completely owns his own time. Today on Pratibodh Wisedom, we are going to show you exactly what that second teenager did inside his bedroom. We are going to completely destroy the lie that you have to wait until you are 60 years old to be wealthy. If you give me your absolute undivided attention, I am going to give you the exact step-by-step blueprint to making your first $1 million while you are still young. Chapter 1. The Matrix of Someday. From the day you were born, society has brainwashed you with a very specific timeline. They tell you that wealth is a slow, agonizing process. They tell you to go to school, get a safe job, save 10% of your paycheck, and wait. They promise you that someday, when your hair is gray and your body is tired, you will finally have enough money in your retirement account to take a vacation. This timeline was literally designed to keep you completely obedient. It is the ultimate matrix. If you are young, energetic, and highly ambitious, waiting 40 years to become rich sounds like an absolute nightmare. And in the modern world, it is completely unnecessary. The internet completely destroyed the traditional waiting line. You no longer have to wait for a boss to promote you. You no longer need to be 35 years old to start a global company. The global market does not care if you are an 18-year-old sitting in a hoodie in your bedroom or a 50-year-old CEO. The market only pays for one thing: undeniable value. Chapter 2. Deconstructing the million. Before we build the machine, we have to completely destroy your fear of the number. When you hear the phrase $1 million, your brain instantly panics. You view it as a massive, completely impossible mountain. Because it looks so big, you get paralyzed and never even take the first step. So we are going to use basic math to smash that mountain into tiny, easily conquerable pebbles. If you want to make $1 million in a single year, that breaks down to exactly $83,000 a month. If we break it down even further, that is exactly $2,740 a day. When you look at your goal as a daily target of $2,700, the entire game completely shifts. You suddenly realize that you do not need to invent the next global tech giant. You do not need to build rockets. You simply need to find a digital product that costs $100, and you need to figure out how to sell it to exactly 27 people every single day. Out of the 5 billion people currently connected to the internet, do you really think it is impossible to find 27 people a day who want what you are offering? Wealth is not magic. It is just simple, undeniable math. Chapter 3. The Law of Asymmetric Action. If the math is that simple, why do so many young people completely fail to build wealth? They fail because they choose the absolute wrong vehicle. They try to play the old generation's game. They try to start physical businesses. They think they need $50,000 to open a physical store, buy physical inventory, and hire physical employees. If you are young, you do not have that kind of money, but you have something infinitely more powerful. You have something called asymmetric risk. This means your risk of losing is absolutely zero, but your potential upside is millions of dollars. You live at home. You do not have a mortgage. You do not have an electric bill. You have zero financial overhead. If you start a digital business on the internet and it completely fails, you lose absolutely nothing. You just wake up the next morning and try again. Because your risk is zero, you can afford to fail incredibly fast. You can test 10 different ideas in a month until one of them absolutely explodes. Chapter 4. The Zero-Cost Digital Fortress. Let's look at exactly how a young person uses the zero-risk advantage to build $1 million empire from scratch. You must abandon the physical world completely. You are going to build a digital fortress. You do not need to manufacture products. You do not need to deal with customer complaints. You are going to use the ultimate high-income skill of the modern era: high-level affiliate marketing. Imagine you have a deep, undeniable passion for fashion, aesthetics, and personal style. Instead of spending your money on clothes to impress people, you become a digital curator. You build a highly targeted, highly aesthetic page on a visual platform like Pinterest. Your entire business model is beautifully simple. Your one and only motive is to highlight the outfits. You take high-quality images of incredible style, and you carefully curate them into digital boards. You make the clothing look so undeniably good that when someone scrolling on their phone sees your post, they instantly decide they must own it. Every single one of those perfectly highlighted outfits is embedded with your unique affiliate link. When that stranger clicks the jacket and buys it from a massive global brand, you automatically collect a digital commission. You did not make the clothes. You did not ship the box. You simply built a beautiful digital asset that captures human attention and converts it into cash. While the other kids your age are playing video games and arguing in comment sections, you are building an army of digital soldiers. Every perfectly curated pin you post works for you 24 hours a day, never asks for a sick day, and quietly prints money while you sleep. Chapter 5. The Monk Mode Protocol. Understanding the math is only 10% of the game. The other 90% is ruthless, undeniable execution. If you look at the daily routine of a normal 19-year-old, it is a complete disaster. They wake up, instantly grab their phone, and consume 2 hours of useless short-form videos. They go to a job they hate, complain the entire time, and come home completely exhausted. Then, instead of building their future, they spend their entire weekend partying, drinking, and trying to impress people who do not actually care about them. If you want to make $1 million while you are young, you have to completely murder that version of yourself. You have to enter something called monk mode. Monk mode is a period of 6 to 12 months where you completely isolate yourself from the noise. You delete the dating apps. You stop going to the club. You stop playing video games. You cut out every single fake friend who distracts you from your mission. You take all of that scattered, wasted energy and you focus it into a single, blinding laser beam. While everyone else is desperately chasing cheap dopamine, you are sitting in silence, building your digital empire brick by brick. Chapter 6. Weaponizing your attention. The modern world is running the greatest heist in human history, and you do not even realize you are being robbed. Massive tech corporations are not stealing your money. They are stealing something infinitely more valuable. They are stealing your attention. Every time you mindlessly scroll through a social media feed, you are working for free. You are giving billionaire CEOs your finite human time so they can sell ads against your eyeballs. To escape the matrix, you must flip the script. You must transition from being a mindless consumer to a ruthless creator. You take the exact same glowing rectangle in your pocket, but instead of letting it drain you, you use it as a weapon to capture the attention of others. When you build your digital aesthetic page, you are not posting for fun. You are building a highly calculated trap. You are pulling the attention of millions of bored, scrolling consumers directly into your customized digital storefront. Chapter 7. The Master Curator. Let's get back to exactly how you build this machine in the real world. You have decided to dominate the style niche on a platform like Pinterest. The biggest mistake amateurs make is treating their page like a cheap billboard. They spam ugly links. They beg people to buy things. They act desperate, and the market instantly rejects them. You are not going to do that. You are going to act like an elite, high-end curator. When you are designing your boards, you must remember that your motive is strictly to highlight the outfits. You are selling a complete aesthetic, a lifestyle, a feeling. You do not just post a random picture of a shirt. You curate the perfect lighting. You show how the textures blend together. You create a visual experience so powerful that when a stranger sees it, they do not just want the clothes, they want to become the person wearing the clothes. When you highlight the outfits perfectly, you never have to sell anything. The image does all the heavy lifting for you. The customer's brain convinces itself that it absolutely needs to click that affiliate link and complete the purchase. Chapter 8. The Mathematics of Scaling. This is where the magic actually happens. This is how you hit that daily target of $2,700. In the physical world, if you have a great day at your coffee shop, it ends when the sun goes down. You have to lock the doors and start completely over the next morning. In your digital empire, every single perfectly curated image you post becomes a permanent employee. Let's say you post one incredible outfit and it makes you $5 a day in automated affiliate commissions. $5 is not $1 million. But what happens when you spend 6 months in monk mode outworking everyone your age and you build a catalog of 1,000 perfectly optimized images? Suddenly, those digital employees are working together. They are capturing attention from all over the globe, 24 hours a day. While you are sleeping, someone in London is clicking your link. While you are at the gym, someone in Tokyo is buying the jacket you highlighted. You scale the machine simply by feeding it more high-quality input. Your income completely detaches from your time. Chapter 9, The Ultimate Sacrifice. You have to make a choice right now, today. You can choose to be comfortable. You can choose to fit in. You can choose to be exactly like every other young person in your city, living paycheck to paycheck and praying that someday things get better. Or you can make the ultimate sacrifice. You can sacrifice your ego. You can sacrifice your weekends. You can accept that your friends might laugh at you and call you crazy. But 5 years from now, when you are waking up on your own terms, completely financially free, looking at a bank account that most people only see in movies, they will not be laughing anymore. They will be asking you if you are hiring. The blueprint is right in front of you. The internet has given you the tools. The math is undeniable. The only question left is, are you actually willing to do the work?